All right, so the coin that is on our radar today is Numeraire, the NMR Coin. If you guys are not familiar with this is the crowdsourced AI-powered hedge fund. Some of the investors behind this project are some very heavy hitters. Howard Morgan of Renaissance Technologies. If you guys aren't familiar with Renaissance Technologies, it's essentially the most successful quant fund ever created and really the most successful hedge fund ever created. Birthed out of James Simons' big brain, who is a Nobel-winning mathematician, and it is. I think on average they've returned like 24% per year with their hedge fund after fees for like the last 20 years. So with Howard Morgan behind them, putting a whole lot of money into this project, it's a very interesting thing. And we also see big investors like Naval Ravikant from AngelList, who's a very successful investor, backing this as well. But yeah, they're going after a very big problem in a very, very big market. The stock market is just about as big as you can, go after, and they're in game, and their goal is to manage all the world's money, which is a very lofty goal, I would say. But very, even if they just get 1% of the world's money under management, that would be huge, and especially at a market cap of only $261 million right now, and the coin hovering around $53.34. That there's a lot of room to grow here. There will only be 11 million coins, so $53 a coin does seem like a lot, but there will only ever be 11 million coins created, and currently about 6 million of those coins are being held back only for the users and the data scientists staking their predictions. So how it kind of works is the Numeraire and their team, they buy extremely expensive market data that you normally would not be able to access if you were just a normal data scientist. And then they obfuscate that data and give it to their users for free. And then the users create their predictions, or the data scientists then stake their predictions with Numeraire, and are rewarded based on how successful those predictions are in a weekly tournament. So it's really kind of an interesting idea where they're trying to, make a model where extremely skilled and gifted data scientists from around the world can come together and have a outsized impact, as opposed to if they were going to work for a private hedge fund and only make those predictions benefit, that private hedge fund, and maybe not be compensated as well as they would be if they're contributing to Numeraire, is essentially kind of how the model works. But yeah, it's a really interesting coin, and we do think, as more people become aware of this, and the co-founder Richard Crabe was on Lex Friedman's podcast, and as people kind of gain adoption and more data scientists become aware of this, because I think there are, obviously a lot of data scientists who are already working on the project. I think there's about 1 to 200 or so stakes per week or per month, and their kind of stake weighted model continues to get better month over month, so that is kind of proving out its case. But as more data scientists come onto the project, that engine is just going to keep getting smarter and smarter and smarter, and grow from there. So yeah, at a market cap of 261 million right now, with the huge market caps we see, obviously this is not Bitcoin, which is $1 trillion plus market cap, but compared to the other coins that are on Coinbase and things and exchanges like that, we do see a lot of growth here. Potentially, and not a financial analyst, not a financial expert here or anything, just kind of my take on Numeraire and the project. I think it's really cool. Do your own research. But yeah, we see price levels, could come back above 100. I think back in 2017, when we had this, it spiked well above 100. So that obviously with such a small market cap, you can see huge fluctuations up or down. Again, not financial advice, but we do see this as a very interesting project with some really interesting investors behind it and a really smart team. But yeah, that's where we see Numeraire going, within the next few months, probably staying around this kind of 53 level. But, as awareness and adoption grows, we do see that growing well above the $100 mark. So that's our take. And yeah, let us know in the comments what your thoughts on Numeraire are, on the NMR coin, and what other coins you're looking at and interested in, and maybe would like us to take a deeper dive into. But yeah, give us a like and subscribe. Turn on notifications if you want. If not, totally fine. Those are kind of annoying. But we will see you back here again.